Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like my cooking tips, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Happy Canada Day to my Canadian friends. I got the Toronto Blue Jays shirt on in support of that. And today we're making stir fry, so let's hit it.
Okay guys, here we go. We're gonna start with tofu. You can use your favorite kind. Extra firm, medium. I like to usually go with firm or extra firm. There we go, nice and diced for you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to marinate it in some teriyaki sauce. We've got to give it some flavor because it doesn't have much. Next, onto onions. What we're going to do is we're going to do kind of a crisscross pattern here. You can see I'm going back and forth across the onion. It's going to cut off the little bit of a root and break this up. And then what we're doing is we're kind of cutting it into like kind of triangle pieces. So there you go. You can check that out. 3 sides, done. Next, we're onto celery. Now with the celery, we're going to cut it on a really hard angle, more than a 45. Pretty thin, work our way down. There you go. Check it out. Nice hard angle on that. Next, we're on to peppers. We're going to cut it in half. We're going to remove the stem, a little bit of that white part called the membrane, and any seeds. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to cut it into a triangle. And exactly the same thing if you're using like a larger bell pepper. I just got some little ones, so that's what I'm doing for this application. Just cut it in half. There you go, triangle. On to broccoli. I'm going to cut off the stem, and I'm going to make a cut that I kind of call all around the world. So we're going to go around, all around. Boom, cutting off those florets. Get rid of the stem there. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take that piece of broccoli and I'm going to cut it directly in half right down the stem. Okay, made that one cut. Now what I'm going to do is cut it down the stem one more time, right down the middle. And what we're essentially doing is we're cutting it into quarters. Okay, done. Cauliflower. Cauliflower, we're going to do essentially the same thing. We're going to turn it upside down and we're going to do all around the world. Cutting it deep enough to get right into that center core. We're getting 2 birds with 1 stone here because we're getting the plastic off and we're getting the core out. There we go. Got the core out, remove the plastic, peeling off all those inner leaves, and we're going to do the same technique. We're going to go all around the world, but on the inside. So there we go. Coming off. Coming around. I like to do this technique instead of cutting it in half because you get less pieces that are falling apart. And we're going to take that larger piece and do the same thing as the broccoli, right down the center, cutting it down the center again, turning it into a quarter. Now I'm going to take it a step further on this one because these pieces are larger. I'm going to cut that directly in half. Same again, one more time, and one more time, and there we go. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get the pieces the same size as the broccolis. Check it out. There we go. Now they're the same size. Done. On to the carrot. I've topped and tailed the carrot and peeled it. We're going to lay it onto the flat side here. Same cut as the celery. Long, hard angle. Cutting it. Now it's really important on the carrot. We're going to cut it really, really thin because it's so it'll cook evenly with the other stuff. So here we go. Check it out. There's the cut, and there you go. Nice and thin. There we go. Okay, there's our stir fry all mixed up. We've got our garlic, and here I have some ginger. I've got these really cool cubes of ginger at the grocery store that you can buy. It's frozen. I never use enough ginger around the house, so I just buy these little cubes. Now I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to show you how to do this garlic. Okay, we're going to cut it into thin slices. We're going to take those thin slices, we're going to cut it into thin strips. Okay? Now I'm going to clean off the knife. All those thin strips now, I'm going to line them all up kind of nice and straight as I can. There we go. Now I'm going to cut those, and what I'm essentially going to do is I'm going to dice it because I'm going to cut it crossways on that long thin strip. Okay, once we got to this point, we'll clean off our knife, we'll push it all back together, and then I'm just going to run our knife back and forth through the garlic, and back and forth until it's as minced as you like it. I'm essentially going to do the same thing to that piece of ginger, and here we go. Pan, nice and hot. Sesame oil, that was about a tablespoon. We're going to add the stir-fried veg in there. And let that cook for 2 to 3 minutes on high heat, coating all that vegetables in the sesame oil, nice and hot. Now the reason why I like to keep it so hot is now I'm going to hit it with some water. Here we go. What that's going to do now is that's going to steam it. You're going to steam the vegetables. It's going to help everything getting cooked. And after we get the water going, then I'm going to add the ginger and garlic. If we add it before, it could get burned and it'll taste really bitter. So there we go. It's steamy. We are cooking it. It's looking good. Here we go. Next, add those chili flakes. This is going to add that little bit of heat and flavor. Now we're going to season it with soy sauce. You'd think that teriyaki sauce would provide enough salt, but it doesn't. You got to add soy sauce, and what that also does is it acts kind of like another layer of steaming in there because it's liquidy. Okay, so now that we've got it seasoned, we are going to add that marinated tofu. I like to marinate it a little bit because it just has absolutely almost no flavor and it acts like a bit of a sponge. And you just take your favorite sauce, your favorite teriyaki, and you just add it into there. And we are going to toss that all up together. Looking beautiful. Okay, let's just give it a minute. Let everything come up to temperature. Let those flavors mix. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to the plate. I'm serving it with some white and wild rice, but you can serve any kind of starch that you like. I'd probably usually use a jasmine rice or a basmati, but you could do quinoa, you could do pasta, you know, whatever you like. But today we're going white and wild. I'm going to top it with some crushed peanuts here, and there we go. Beautiful teriyaki stir fry, lots of stir fry veg, crunchy nuts on top. Beautiful. Enjoy.
Hey guys, thanks for watching another episode. I hope you like my video on how to make stir fry. To keep up to date on all the latest videos, hit the bell beside the subscribe button and you'll get notified when a new video is uploaded, and I'll catch you guys later.